In this video, we'll be looking at some learning techniques which are backed by science. We've been cramming a lot of information as aspirants or any other student. We've got a lot to learn. But then there are certain techniques that can help you to memorize things faster. So let us look at them one by one. The first one is spaced repetition. Spaced repetition implies that if you've looked at a certain text or a material today, what you need to do is look at it again after a period of, say, a day. Then you have to look at it again after a period of 2 to 3 days. So you have to give a requisite amount of time between the same lesson, and you have to repeat it. So the spaced repetition sort of enhances your memory. It lets things develop in your long-term memory, and it enables your neurocircuits to then recall information when required later. Otherwise, your memory is volatile and you tend to forget what you've learned. The second one is a very interesting rule called as the Pareto's rule, which is 80/20 rule. In this, what is key is, specifically for students preparing for competitive examinations, most of your questions, like 80% of your questions or 80% of your examination, is often based on 20% of your core syllabus. So you have to develop the knack of identifying the important topics. How do you do that? By looking at PYQs, which is your previous year questions, by looking at important concepts, and get hold of that 20% of the information, and 20% of the skill set will then give you an optimal output of 80%. The third technique is known as the Feynman's technique, which was by a Nobel Prize winning physicist Richard Feynman. He gave a very simple principle. If I want to learn something, I have to try and explain it to a 5-year-old kid. If I am able to do that, I have successfully grasped the concept. And if I am not, then I can actually identify what are my gaps and then fill in those gaps and then strengthen my learning. So teaching a kid is nothing but the Feynman's technique. If you can teach a kid, you have yourself learnt it well. Alright, the next one is studying twice at 2x the speed. If you can study something at a huge speed and twice, that can help you score much higher than students who have watched a lecture at a normal speed only once. This is again a research which has proven that this kind of a method of studying twice and studying at 2x the speed also enables a shift in your learning patterns. Then you are always encouraged to look at multiple resources like lectures, reading, audio visuals, demonstration, discussions, practicing while doing, teaching others, a complex array of methods and pedagogies can help you enhance your learning quicker. The another concept is about using your own handwritten notes, or rather than going for typing something, always go for something where you can handwrite and you can use your fingers to therefore again enable your neural circuits and make notes, or become creative enough, scribble while you're listening to something. So handwriting will always be having a greater impact than typing. Then the last one is testing yourself. If you want to really perform well in your exams, you need to prepone your exams and you need to test yourself, your recalling ability, your ability to retrieve information and identifying the weak areas and then revisiting. This is a loop. So the earlier on you test yourself, the more concrete your results become. So that's about it. Thank you.